here to get some understanding of our chief guest that we are going to have on our event, and that is Dr. Adwait Aphale. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, we are very delighted to have you here, and as we got to know about your all learnings and the passion for the photography, we really felt that you could be the best fit for our workshop, so that all the students from the Department of Technology could get the better guidance, and they could get a better vision to work on their passion, right? So we have a few questions, sir, and we would be taking this question as a discussion, part of discussion, and then we will be going ahead, right?
Sure.
So now I would request you to kindly please introduce yourself in short, like how you came into this photography and even dental profession.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hello from my side. I am Dr. Adwait from Kolhapur. I am into photography, I guess from 8th standard. I started my photography journey via film camera. That was my first camera, was Bimita 3000S. So I started shooting some of the photos in landscape, with nature, some of the portraits, some bird photography since my age of 13 to 14. This passion came into me as a blessing from my father, who handed over me a book called A Camera. It is still with me. It was written by Ansel Adam, which is who is supposed to be the pioneer of black and white photography. So since then I started. It was too much technical for me at that age, so I just used to scroll down all the pages once in a while. Then I came into contact with my what I can say first guru of my photography, Mr. Dilip from Satara. He is a good buddy of my father. He used to come to our home. We used to do some candid photography with some reflecting lights and everything. And that's how I started my real journey or real passion for photography into the photography per se. Then I went for my graduation with dentistry. In dentistry there was some lag behind because I was pursuing a professional course. While doing a professional course also, I used to participate in many of the competition at college level, at university level. I got some of the recognition from Delhi Sakar, from MIT University for different competition. And when I came actually into practice, then I decided to pursue my hobby as my passion. Then I upgraded my gears, I upgraded my knowledge with New York Institute of Photography. From there I got some mentors who are real-time professional photographers. I got guidance from them how to go about it, how to pursue your photography as a passion and on a professional background. So over a period of time I handled street photography some of the time, I handled portrait photography, I've handled birds. Right now I am into wildlife genre. Most of the, for last I think 12 to 13 years I am into wildlife photography. So I shoot, try to capture some of the frames of the wildlife in their habitat per se, which is called as a wildscape.
Yeah.
So nature, trying to capture the nature in different forms, be it in urban, be it in village, be it in wildlife per se, be it in forest, be it in some other continents like Africa. So this journey keeps on going. Right now I am working mostly on black and white photography, black and white with respect to wildlife, which is even more challenging. So this is my current genre, what you can say.
Sir, we are very curious, when I got to know that you are into the dental profession, medical profession, and at the same time you are into the photography. So how do you manage to practice both of those things? And how much I am aware that you are both passionate for both of the things, right? You do your dental work, you do photography. So how do you just manage?
This is a very commonly asked question for me,
Yeah.
because even my colleagues say तू कैसा करता है यार, कभी इधर फोन किया तो कभी जंगल में है, कभी फोन किया तो कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में है. So my best answer is that both the things are, if I have to do dentistry, I have to do my photography with wildlife, because that's the oxygen for me. And I do dentistry not only as my bread and butter, but I really love dentistry, doing dentistry, because dentistry is not just not being into a medical profession. It is a part of 90% of the dentistry is total artistry. So somehow it relates with my photography genre or my artistic genre. That's why I can enjoy both the things. In dentistry also we have a separate dedicated department, or what you can say dedicated subject of a dental photography.
Oh, that's
So I teach many of my students, many of my colleagues dental photography, which is again another another genre of photography, where you go into the depths of macro photography. We do almost 30x zoom of a particular subject and dissect the subject for color shading, color mapping. So that's how I try to manage. And if you ask me how I do my wildlife photography, I have to run away from my client. I manage my patients, and if I'm not in town, I'm somewhere in jungle or somewhere in forest.
That's interesting, sir. Like, you told like the artist in you is always alive, and that makes you to skip your even most important work even. Like you want to escape from all the day work and just go to some jungle or any other nature place and make a shoot, right? So in especially like you see in the engineering colleges, right? Many of the students have the different interests. Like they want to do singing, they want to do dancing, they want to go for the photography, right? But it becomes very difficult for them to go out of that engineering zone, right? We have the semester, we have different subjects, and it does not allow an individual to go out of that context and do their passion work, right?
Right.
So like what can you tell to them like how to manage, like if faculties are not allowing them, if it considered as a stereotype, right? So we want every individual, or most of us should break that stereotype and come out of that and do some like creative job, irrespective of how much they earn out of
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
right? So one thing that you want to tell to the students, like while pursuing engineering, how can they follow their passion?
First thing, if you really have a passion, not a hobby. If you are a good singer, if you have a good voice, if you are a good dancer, if you are a good photographer, or you're amateur photographer, you're starting into photography, or any kind of liking for reading, liking for writing. If it is just an hobby, then you have to convert that hobby into a passion. Unless and until that becomes passion, you cannot do it. Hobby can take a back seat. Passion cannot take a back seat.
That's true.
So once your hobby gets converted into a passion, there is no stop. You will definitely get a time. You will crack your semesters with flying colors, and on the same time, you will do a good job with your creativity. And for all the students in current generation, my advice is you have to follow your hobby like a passion. That is going to act as a stress buster for you. Suppose if you are a good singer, go on singing, keep on doing some riyas every day for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you are a good dancer, keep on doing some dancing activity. If you are a photographer, for photography there is no need to go out. It's a misconception that for doing a photography you have to go some other place. Fortunately, God has given us such a beautiful earth. Even if you start walking 10 meters in your university campus, you will find n number of things to be photographed.
Right.
So Shivaji University is blessed to have such a huge campus.
Right.
While doing your day-to-day activities, while doing your semester exam preparations, while sitting under a tree, you can do photography. Light is abundant, greenery is abundant, there are birds, there are some mammals, there are even for street photography. Every time some or the other human being is doing some or the other activity.
Right.
So you can get it. Only thing you have to develop an eye for it. An artist is different from a normal human being only in a single way, that artist's perception is different. If I make a photograph of this room, you will make it in a different perspective, he will make it in a different perspective, she will make it in a different perspective, and some other Michelangelo will make it in a completely different perspective. Single subject can be perceived or presented in a different kind of approach. So that approach you have to keep it alive. You don't know when it will click. These all Picasso, Michelangelo, Van Gogh, they kept on doing some work over a period of time, and some or the other day it clicked and they become masters. Same is the story with Ansel Adams. He gave the theory of 18 shades of grey. At that time there was no digital photography. Everything was on film. He used to carve, he used to mark on a simple paper of a portrait which kind of contrast I need, which kind of brightness I need, which kind of highlight I need, which areas it is needed, which areas it is not needed. So this is a thought process. For any artist of any genre, be it singing, dancing, photography or any kind of, it's his perception or his, what I can say, his lyrics of writing his own song. It doesn't matter what he sees or what she sees, maybe a different, altogether different from what is going on in the current thing. You may not follow it. You might be a completely out of box, but you have to keep on doing it. If you stop doing it, your creativity will die. And if your creativity will die, your monotonous life will begin. So if you want to break that monotony, you have to do it consistently. You may not need high-end equipment. I bought my first high-end equipment after 10 years of my dental practice because it needs money, and that's a fact. But if I would have stopped doing that, I could not buy it. So that's how you have to keep on doing. Every day you have to keep on doing something new. So I normally in my lectures with dental, I keep on asking, when is the last time you did it for the first time?
Yeah.
When is the last time you did it for first time? So keep on asking this question every day. So that will keep you going and that will keep you inspiring, and you will do it better day by day.
Sir, like as being a part of this student chapter IST, we have been continuously talking about the impact. Right? Whenever we do some work, it could be a very little work, but today in today's time, we want to create a small impact on the people's lives. Right? As being a dentist, you are creating an impact by practicing your all knowledge. Right? So through the photography, how do you feel like the photographers make a great impact on the world? What changes? What that change make you feel? It change how the people feel like. Like we want to share the experience. We want to improve the experience of the people. We want to upgrade their lifestyle in some way by giving the good lyrics of the music, by giving the good designs of the apparels. So likewise in the photography, how can we do that?
Photography is the best tool to educate all the people or a common citizen. That's what I am doing for my wildlife photography for last 14 years. I come out with calendar each year for last 13 years, and for each year the subject is different. Sometimes it is wildlife, sometimes it is bird, sometimes it is urban landscape, sometimes it is only sunset, sometimes it is only moonsets, sometimes it is only abstracts, sometimes it is black and white. So every year I keep on doing it, and I do it as a just to portray my work, that is first thing, and to make aware the people I know about the surroundings. So if you go through my all the 12 years of work, you will see I keep on improving. That's one thing. But there are certain people who have kept my calendars as a souvenir. Their children, their grandchildren keep on doing drawings out of it. That is one way of going. Many of them have said that we have started visiting, we have started going to forest now, just because seeing the calendar. That is how, that's a very little thing I do from my side.
Okay.
Another thing, if you want to bring change through photography in the surroundings, photojournalism is the best way. You keep on track, if you keep on doing journalism of a particular subject, take it for a waste material,
Right.
plastic waste. You keep on doing photo series of a particular thing. Then sometimes you can put it on a social media, sometimes you can give it to the print media, sometimes you can just make a post on WhatsApp and narrate it in a perfect way that so that people will understand it and they will stop doing any trash in and around them. If out of 100 people, if 5 people do it, that's the impact. So doing it regularly will create impact. It's not that just I click one image and that is going to do some impact or that is going to change the life of billion people. It's not going to happen. It has to be a consistent effort. After doing 14 years of my calendar, last 5 years people have started recognizing, अरे नहीं doctor तुमचा calendar नहीं आलेला. For last 10 years, I just used to give it as a gift for many people. I print 500 calendars each and every year out of my pocket. Nobody sponsors it. It is a gift from our clinic to all our patients. Whoever comes to our visit, we give it. And it becomes, now it has become a norm. In September, October, people start asking us, Doctor, तुमचं calendar कधी येणार आहे? यावरचं subject काय? Now, when I look back, I started it as I never imagined that this will be an impact of my calendar. But now when I look back at in a retrospective way, then I realized that I could have started it as a mission. I have taken many subjects onto it. Many people have done their lamination work. They have many painting artists. They have taken these images as a reference and they have created some other images of it. Some people love colors of it. And when I get a chance to interact with them, they say for every individual, there is no single individual that who has liked all the 12 images. Every single individual has a different liking. कोणाला सनसेट आवडतो, कोणाला एलिफंट आवडतो, कोणाला अर्बन लाईफ आवडतं, कोणाला नुसतं ताऱ्यावर बसलेले पक्षी आवडतात. For everyone, it's a different choice. So that gives me another learning that for everyone, their aesthetic value is different. The thing which you will like, I may not like. The perspective which I will shoot, he may not like or she may not like. So we have a vast universe around us and we can do n number of impactful things. Simple stones, simple garbage, simple stories which we keep on roaming in the campus or in city during the yatra, jatra, whatever is there, you can make an impact out of it. But it has to be presented in a proper format. For a thing to make an impact, it has to follow a certain genre or certain arrangement of subject. If you don't do it, if you do it in a haphazard manner, impact will be lost.
Some etiquette has to be.
So there are some rules how to do it and how not to do it, how to use the light, how to correctly use the light. So there are different ways that any imaging process can be made impactful. For that, a subject is very important. What you choose as a subject is very important. Whether it is of useful to citizens around us, or if it just what you can say one of the thousands.
Sir, as we are heading to the end of the interview, we have just two questions. As the technology is evolving, right? There are each day the new tool is coming, and recently we have the AI tool, artificial intelligence. and we have got the tools which gives us the text, ready text, right? Putting some input and it gives the whole paragraph. So in such a way, like we are getting the images, like giving the input and we get that image ready. So do you feel that this technology, the like so advanced technology, is affecting the the passion like photography or writing?
Writing, I don't know. Photography, it will never impact.
Okay.
Because chat GPT or AI will be there, it is going to evolve, and it is now the talk of town.
True.
Who has created AI?
We humans.
So human intelligence will always surpass the artificial intelligence. Be it anywhere, be it anything. You cannot beat nature. You cannot beat creativity. Chat GPT or image creating, image AI will give you from where they are taking reference. They are taking reference from n number of resources they have been created for years down the line. From there, since when the Google has established, the data is there from that point of time. And now they are collecting all the data and extrapolating it in different configurations, different codings, and they are catering it to us. But me as an artist, it's my request that we should not be a scapegoat to it. We should not lose our creativity to AI. Human creativity will always surpass AI. If you say, I want Switzerland sunset on a green background with a blue sunshine, AI will create it. But the feeling of creating that particular image cannot be experienced. AI cannot give you experience.
True.
And human mind is surviving on a based on experience. Your interaction with me, my interaction with her, my interaction with him is an experience. Our dictation can be created, can be simulated by ChatGPT. Experience cannot be created. In metaverse, you will be in New York, she will be in London, I will be in Kolhapur, he will be in Germany. We will be talking each other. But being at distant places cannot give the same experience when we four come together in one place, in physical format.
You mean that the physics of this whole activity wouldn't be able to experience from us, right?
No.
Yeah.
That experience is the soul of any creativity. For an artist, for a painter, for a photographer, whenever I do any post-processing is just reimagining that event and what I can extrapolate to that event. That I put it on a canvas or I put it on a digital maker. So that is my experience. So that experience cannot be given by any artificial intelligence.
Yeah, as I see my friends, many of people around me who use ChatGPT for writing their invitation thesis. They are even CQ later also. I have seen people, and I feel so like bad. Like even if you're here to lose a writing skill and reading skill, so we are at bad time. Or we are going to become a scapegoat to this technology, right? So we shouldn't become that. And the question that I asked and the answer what I have received is very optimistic. Receiving this answer from a professional, it gives me a hope. Like many artists like Sir, like there might be many people who does photography, traveling, writing, or dancing, singing. They are able to create the different experiences on the different platforms, but using this technology can minimize the work time, but that cannot serve or cater us the experiences that we get in the hall or the workshop rooms, right? So, sir, this is all like it was a great hearing you and all your experiences. One question I have, like, have you ever been to the Tadoba?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your experience there?
For me, going to any forest is very enthralling experience because whenever I visit any sanctuary or places like Tadoba, Pench, Kana, Corbett, or even for that matter Africa, or forget about it, even if I visit my own Masai Patara at Tanara, feeling is same because you belong to nature. Seeing a tiger in wild is absolutely a thrilling experience. We have seen tigers from 5 feet. We have seen tigers from 100 feet. But to get a glimpse of that yellow strip and black strip, it's something which is unmatchable. That experience your AI cannot give.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when in COVID, there used to be a YouTube channel by Tadoba, Wildlife Sanctuary, and gypsy used to roam entirely from the inside the forest, and they used to live stream it. We used to daily from 9 to 12 and evening 3 to 6 we used to sit in front of YouTube and used to watch. That never satisfied us because that's a digital. I can see it, I cannot feel it. Otherwise, if you have National Geographic, you have BBC, you have Sony, many channels who are dedicated for wildlife. You can watch, you can get entertainment out of it. You cannot feel.
The matter is of feel.
And creativity is all about having a feeling. It's a very lively thing, or it will last till a man or a woman is having its own breath. Till there are animals, there will be experience. And you can get an experience with even with your pet dog.
Right.
Having a pet dog, someone's pet dog, and having a pet dog of yours is a way different thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all about feelings.
So as Sarah said that, like, what are the work we do that has to be done for the feel, the kind of experience that we're going to get from the activities that we do, right? So here we call in for an interview, sir, and it was very energetic time that we had here. And I'd seen for the first time sitting with a professional and having so much of the great energy in the room. And I have never seen a professionals being into the mood of when you eat misal pav and you get that curd into your mouth and you feel that aha. So this kind of feel I got here, and it was literally a great experience, sir. And we are very excited to have you in our campus, and we'll be waiting for you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. Thank you, sir.